You can bring us in too.
Okay, kind of, that's a bit.
Let me check it. We should be live. Yeah, we good, bro. You got it.
Okay, kind. All right, shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, we want to give all honors and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Kodah. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing and many salutations to you, elect Akim, across the four winds of this earth, pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. All right, we're in very wonderful times right now, very lovely times. All right, and the bros from Mississippi and myself, we decided to link up and do an open forum, pretty much just touching up on the events that are taking place right now. It isn't really an exact topic in mind, but I mean, we're going to just touch up on just the stuff that's getting ready to come. Okay. We're in very dire times right now and exciting times if you're of the elect. All right. Very terrifying times if you ain't of the elect, you know. But we're going to go on and get started, man. And, you know, of course, you got it, my brother. You got it.
Hey, like you said, bro, this the brother Barakia, you know, from New Orleans camp. You know, he's down here visiting us, you know, in Mississippi. So, hey, you know, like I say, the elect, you know, are joined together in unity, man. Hey, this the only true love on the planet Earth is amongst the elect, man. You see, hey, the Lord's finna expose you people for being hypocrites, man. All this equality and all this love, you know, but you wait, you know, till this place collapse, man. You wait till this food chain supply, you know, is cut off completely, man. You know, you wait until lockdowns and these riots and, you know, all these domestic wars take place on the shores of America, man. You gotta know.
It's gonna show, like, cause right now people really, it's that love spirit, but that shit fake. Ain't showing no real true love. So when these calamities start happening, Jake gonna show his real hand that it never was no love.
That's right.
And see, matter of fact, you get the scripture, then we was found on there, bro. The Ezekiel 2.
Okay. Did you have the Brock here, or did you want me to read it?
I'll read it, bro.
Okay.
This is Ezekiel 2 and 10, and he spread it before. I started at 9. Ezekiel 2 and 9.
Hey, Salaki, could you start at 8, Bubba Kashaw?
Yeah, that's what I was just looking at. Ezekiel 2 and 8. It said, "But thou son of man, hear what I say unto thee. Be not thou rebellious like that rebellious house. Open thy mouth and eat that I give thee." And then the Lord, he told Ezekiel, which Ezekiel represents all the prophets, you know, he told us, look, don't be like this rebellious house, man. And who was he speaking of, man? The majority of our people, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Why the Lord, you know, called us to be transformed, all right, from these niggas and conform to your house shop, man. You know, he said, don't be like these niggas, man. Like the Apostle Peter said, you know, separate yourself from this untoward generation, man. You know, so that's why when we first come into the ministry, the main thing that we do is separate, you know, from this world and cleave to Yahweh, man. You know, and it says, open thy mouth and eat that I give thee, you know, which is what? Digesting his word with your mind, you know. And it says, and when I looked, behold, and hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was therein. And he spread it before me, and it was written within and without, and there was written therein lamentations, mourning, and woe. You know, and that's the scrolls. You see, it was written with lamentations. Hold on. It was written with lamentations, mourning, and woe. You know, people don't understand. All right, that the Bible that they say they love, the Bible that they swear in on, and you know, the Bible, you know, that people, you know, walk around with it, go to church with. They don't understand what's really written in here, man. A lot of people that got the Bible in their house, it's written of your destruction in there, man. You know, it's written for you to lament, man. You finna, a lot of people, you know, these Bible thumping, you know, especially down here in the South, the Bible Belt, but they don't understand, all right, your destruction, your lamentation, your mourning is written within these scriptures, man. People, you got it, bro.
The whole Bible is violent.
Yeah.
It's a violent book if you want to get down to details. So it's like everybody talking about this peace and love stuff. What Bible is they reading? That Bible is not like, there's a lot of bloodshed in that Bible.
Yeah, but Christianity has made a doctrine, based on the love of Christ, whosoever, all, and they made an all inclusive doctrine out of their word, man. Out of those couple of words, whosoever and all, and the love of Christ, God is love, they made a whole doctrine around it, but they don't get into the gory parts of the scripture, man. It talks about what? Women being ravished, it talks about cannibalism, man. It talks about people pining away from famine, and it say if the famine don't kill them, the sword gonna kill them, man.
That's right. That's right.
It talks about people burning alive on their feet, man.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Con, I got a precept I want to go and just tackling on what you landbacking on what you brothers is going into, man. This here is an account of when the book of law was re-revealed unto us back in the ancient world. This is around the time when King Josiah was in power. And when you go into the history, you had a lot of different wicked Israelites that were in power. Okay, they did their own things within the tabernacle, set up idols and such. And we always went through those periods of times where the temple had to be cleansed from those idols. Okay, and as you brothers are going into looking at our people right now, they're in that same state, that same stead as the wicked of our people back then. Okay, but since we're going into the book and how gory and graphic it is, this is the account when the book was actually refound back in the temple when it was being cleansed around the time of Josiah. So this is the book of 2 Kings chapter 22 verse 7. It says, howbeit there was no reckoning made with them of the money that was delivered into their hand, because they dealt faithfully. And Hilkiah the high priest said unto Shaphan the scribe, I have found the book of the law in the house of the Lord. And Hilkiah gave the book to Shaphan, and he read it. And Shaphan the scribe came to the king and brought the king word again and said, thy servants have gathered the money that was found in the house, and they have delivered it into the hand of them that do the work and that have the oversight over the house of the Lord. Okay, so mind you, when they were cleansing the temple, they had found the book of the law that was there, and they had read it. Okay, and they brought news back up to the king. Okay, so when you continue to read this here, it says in verse 10, and Shaphan the scribe showed the king, saying, Hilkiah the priest had delivered me a book. And Shaphan read it before the king. Remember, we read Ezekiel 2, where we're going into a book full of lamentation, mourning, and woe. Okay, so verse 11 says, and it came to pass, when the king had heard the words of the book of the law, he rent his clothes. And the king commanded Hilkiah the priest, and Ahikam the son of Shaphan, and Akor the son of Micaiah, and Shaphan the scribe, and Asahiah the servant of the king, saying, go ye, inquire of the Lord for me, for the people, and for all Judah, concerning the words of this book that is found, for great is the wrath of the Lord that is kindled against us, because our fathers have not hearkened unto the words of this book to do according to all that which is written concerning us. And this is actually real history, man. All right, and that message ain't changed. Okay, now of course, when you read the book of the law, all right, they read as pertaining to the curses. Okay, the things that was going to befall upon the Israelites in that time. All right, but what did Yahushua say? All right, Yahushua said the time that's approaching, well, really is written in Daniel, but Yahushua talked about it. He said, when they wept for Yahushua said, weep not for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children, man. All right, because we understood the future events that were to befall upon this place, and we're in a time very soon. Okay, Jacob's trouble is getting ready to come. All right, and the majority of our people that want to walk around in this black culture, black lives, this, like everything's going to be okay. You got a rude awakening, man, because you don't understand the severe judgment that's inscribed within these scriptures that must come to pass. Okay, you got it.
And the Lord then allowed, Esau, Edom, which the scriptures was referred to Esau being the guys of this world, the rulers, the highest rulers within this world. They have deceived our people so much. You got Jake walking around celebrating freedom from captivity while in captivity, man. Jake through. Jake don't understand what's coming, man. Jake do not know what's around the corner, man. Jake just out here, man. You know, and the scriptures go into that. I got a precept for you, bro. It's Isaiah 42 and 21. Now start 42 and 19. It says, I started 18. It said Isaiah 42 and 18. It says, hear ye deaf and look ye blind that ye may see. Who is blind but my servant, or deaf is my messenger that I sent? Who is blind as he that is perfect, and blind as the Lord's servant, man? And that's speaking of our people, you know, Israel, because we're supposed to be the messengers and the servants of the Most High as a whole nation. But the Most High, like, look, who is blind is my servant, man. Our people in captivity celebrating the freedom from being in captivity, man. Bro. You know, we got to get off to celebrate June 19th, man. Juneteenth, nigga. You know, you're still subject to payments. All right, you can't leave the country when you want. You know, you gotta have permission to drive, permission to fish, permission to hunt. You know, you gotta pay taxes on the land that you supposedly paid for. You know, you gotta get a new car tag every year. You know, so what the hell? Your kids gotta get vaccinated to go to public schools. Man, you see? So what the hell is you celebrating, man? Jake don't understand. Jake don't see the position, you know, that they're in, man. So the Lord, like, who is blind but you niggas, man? Who is deaf? Who is more deaf than you niggas, man? You can't, you don't even see what's going on around you, man. You know?
Right. That's right, brother.
I got another one. Read down some. And it says, verse 20, it says, seeing many things, but thou observest not, opening the ears, but thou hearest not. Yeah. You know? Here it is. You have all this information exposing Esau, Edom, but you still got niggas ready to vote for Joe Biden, man. 2020, all this exposure is coming out on how Esau is the wicked. You know, first and foremost, the prophets is out. And then outside the prophets, you have all these different platforms that's exposing this devil, showing you how this is not a pandemic, it's a plandemic, man. Right. Showing you how he's purposely destroying the food chain, man. The box, the box that the masks come in, tell you that it don't protect you from COVID-19, man. You know, the mask breaks down your immune system when you wear it for these you know, these long periods of time, man. You know, Jake still don't see it, don't hear it, man. It's just like I say, Jake just walking to that slaughter, man. You know,
Jake, they trust in their oppressor. You know, they feel like whatever this white devil say is good is good. Whatever he say is bad is bad. Only reason they do that because they have no knowledge of the Most High.
That's right.
So it's like the only thing they see as a God on that is Esau. So, like I said, they can see everything that's going on, but you think they're observing it? No, they ain't even trying to hear the shit. Because you know how Jake is. If you talk negative might happen, so I ain't even gonna hear that.
Right.
The word's gonna happen, man. The prophecy's gonna happen. That's what Jake don't understand. You know, because you show like Jake don't want to deal with revelation, like, nah, we don't even want to hear about that. You know, like that's gonna stop the end from coming. Mm-hmm. Like that's gonna stop these prophecies from being fulfilled, man. The Lord got his mind made up, man. You know, it's gonna happen, man. Esau finna fall out of rulership, and the wicked of our people, they finna be dealt with, man. You know, the Lord finna clean house within Israel, man. It's gonna be a great purging, man. You know, and it's gonna lead to a lot of lamentation, mourning, and woe, man. You know.
I got a precept, which is cool.
You got it, bro.
This Isaiah 28:15 going into Jake. It says, because we have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. All right. And who was the harbinger of death? Esau, Edom.
Yeah.
You know, the same man that's pushing these lies, as the brother said, Jake just want to hear, and they eat it all up, man. Whatever this devil say, whatever you say, go. You know, there's always a saying. You say go, you say how far. You know, they say you say how deep. You know, and that's the mentality of Jake. When you go into that word covenant, all right, that literally means an agreement or a friendship. Okay, and that's Jake. All right, and we definitely see it, man, because even though they're marching around crying for justice, this, that, and the third right now, Just wait as the priest went into. Just wait when you don't have no more food. All right. Just wait when you see your children starving. What you're gonna do? These same fight the power Israelites are gonna be the same ones that are gonna run back and serve their oppressor. All right, Esau, because that's who they made agreement with. All right, and it's going to be made manifest very soon that that agreement stands very deep. Okay, it's a little more to it though. It says when the Salaki, I'm sorry.
No, you got it.
It says when the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us, for we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves. Jake loves a vain thing.
Yeah.
Jake loves taking heed to a lie as the brothers are going into, man. You know, if you want to tell them the truth, they don't want to hear it. You tell them the truth about the scriptures, they don't want to hear it. That's when the Lord, that's why when the Lord brings that besom of destruction, he's going to be justified regardless, man, because you people had leeway to hear the mouth of the Lord by the voice of his prophets. You had a way to do it, but you choose to not turn from your wicked ways, man. So as it's written of in 2 Chronicles 36, the Lord is going to destroy you till there's no remedy. You know, and there's a little more to this.
You got it.
It says, I'm gonna jump to verse 17. Judgment also will I lay to the line, and righteousness to the plummet. And the hell shall sweep away the refuge of lies, and the water shall overflow the hiding place. And your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, then you shall be trodden down by it. You got it, brother.
And then hell is going to a condition. You see, our people, they have fell in love with this condition of hell, man. You know, that's why they have made an agreement with it, man. When you talking about voting, when you trying to do what Jay want, police reform, you know, they just trying to tweak their hell to be a little more comfortable, man. But they are in full agreement with hell, man. You know, but the Most High said, look, your agreement with hell, all right, gonna be disannulled, man. Because that ultimate agreement that our people gonna take is their RFID chip, man. They see that you're in complete compliance, all right, to the conditions that Esau is allowing you to live in, man. You know, but the Lord gonna bust that up, man, with the missiles, man. You see, all that's finna get bust up, man. Water still gonna overflow you, man, just because you know you call yourself a compliant slave. Them troops still gonna roll on you, man, because it's gonna be the Lord that's guiding them troops to house, all right, to do these onslaughts, you know. The Lord finna be the one. The Lord is the one judging the earth. He gonna put a mad spirit on Esau, sparing none, man. You see? So all these agreements, you know, you trying to kiss Esau ass, trying to buddy up to him, you know, like on Time magazine, you got that Jake, got the Edomite on his shoulder, you know, getting them to safety, man. You know, like this gonna prevent Esau from busting you up when that time come, man. You see? Hey, a lot of Jake finna be disappointed. Jake gonna be heartbroken because Esau gonna let him down, man. Esau finna let you niggas down, man. You know?
Like you said, you know, Jake always on the verge of crying when he gets to that point. So you know, Jake really gonna be crying, like, and just to back up what he said about that agreement was hell. Look how Jake rep on the hood, man. Jake sit down and fight you because he want his life to be more harder than yours coming up.
You know, I'm from the worst block.
Yeah,
your block. Yeah, see, the projects I come from, they kill every day, man. You niggas ain't got no bodies over there.
That's their agreement with it. Like,
that's why I know it's a clean sweep with a lot of Israelites, man.
You coming with that spiritual street sweep.
That's right. That's right. And that's the best medicine for you niggas. You know, that's the best medicine for a nigga. Okay. I mean, you know, we get it. Jake is hurt when they see Israelites getting killed and such, man. But what the thing is, they don't really understand why these things are taking place. You know, we went out on the highways yesterday and we kind of touched up on this. Jake don't understand why this is happening, but it's due to their own wickedness, man. You know, beautiful point. Jake glorifies death, man. Jake glorifies death and hell. All you got to do is look at TV, listen to rap music. First thing is Esau uses Jake to actually sell death and advertise it. And you see that on music videos. All right, you see it on commercials. Okay, I mean, even when you look at coronavirus now, who's the face of it? It's Jake, man. And the Lord has a funny sense of humor, bro. because since Jake loved Death so much, now he has it to the point where this nigga's literally the face of it, man. And not Jake want to complain, bro. But that's because they don't got that light. You know, they infatuated with death, man. So death is gonna come their way. Now I do got a precept if y'all brothers don't you know, have anything.
Come. I got one after you, bro.
Okay. This is the book of John, chapter 3, verse 19. And it says, and this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world. All right. And that light starts with Yahweh Shai. All right. Who you niggas refused. You refused them back then. And you niggas, when we say you niggas, talking about 2/3 of our own people. Okay. You niggas refuse them today. Okay. And the way they refuse him today is refusing his prophets, refusing the men of the Lord that's pushing. Okay. And it says, and men love darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil. All right. And that's death. Salaki, brother.
Now, I'm just going to add to what you were saying. You know, like you said, they refuse Yahweh Shai. And then they said they love darkness because they, you know, they refuse the light, which is Yahweh Shai. And what did nigga choose back then, man? They chose Barabbas, all right, a grimy nigga. And they chose Caesar as their king, right? You know? So Jake loved this shit, man. Jake loved having all Jake needs a Democratic president, you know, and a nigga that's real popular, all right, in trap music, man. And Jake all right, man. His life all right, man. You know, the man drop, you know. That's all Jake need, man. The Barabbas and Caesar. That's all them niggas need, and Jake good, man. You know?
Great point. That reminds me what you said. There was a video, I believe it was Yashawamba, Elder Yashawamba that posted it, but it was going into Joe Biden. He was kind of, I don't know if he was in the hood or what, but there was a bunch of Jakes that was taking pictures with him.
Yeah,
and, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, they was like, save us, please, save us. You know, it's like, nigga, what?
Yeah.
Save us. You know, it's like, what you say?
I'm saying the old Edomite, but I thought you niggas, you know, was beefing with Esau, but now you want the same nigga that's stepping on your neck, you know, that's kneeling on you niggas' neck, you know, you want him to save you, man.
Yeah, and these niggas forgot about Pizzagate, the Pizzagate scandal. All right, well, a lot of people don't know about it, but certain of them do know about it, and they're still gonna vote for him. And Joe Biden was one of the key figures in the whole Pizzagate situation, man. Raping little children, murdering little children, man. Using pizza toppings as coating for the ethnicity or the type of little child that it was. This is the type of stuff that takes place behind closed doors, and Jake will hear it, but they don't care, you know. But there's a little more to this precept. Verse 21 says, but he that doeth truth cometh, verse 20, Salakia. It says, for everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, least his deeds should be reproved. And the thing about it is Jake don't like correction, man. All right, Jake don't want to be reproved. Jake hates correction. How do we know that? Because Jake is quick to throw up a threat just because you tell them something about themselves they need to correct. Jake will be quick to kill you for love, bro. That's love at the end of the day. But Jake don't want to receive it because they made that covenant with death, man. And they're going to receive the judgments as we're going into that was prophesied to happen, man. That lamentation and that mourning and that woe. All right. Death is going to be unto the wicked and to the wicked of our people, man, because they don't want to receive the knowledge of the truth. Okay. It's one more verse. Oh, Salaki, bro.
Jake got them egos too, you know. Them egos prevent Jake from receiving correction because he feel like if you correct him, that means you one up on him now. You know, he don't see as you a brother in love, you know, looking out, you know, for his spiritual well-being. Jake can see, he one up on me. He my ruler. Like what they told Moses, who made you king over us, man? You know, you kind of
that nigga spirit, man.
But just so you can't have nothing on Jake. Jake is gonna step and make sure his steps move where you can't say nothing back. Even if you come and help him, he gonna put it in a way where you not helping him. Like you supposed to do this. That's the type of games Jake play, just to stop himself from being in a humble state. Jake would rather die than lose all he didn't gain. Reputation, you could been built up reputation for us. One fight, lose all of Jake would rather die before you do that. They had to deal with the harshness of losing everything you done built up for us.
Right. God. This is John 3:21, the last verse. It says, "But he that doeth truth cometh to the light, that his deeds, that his deeds may be manifest, that they are wrought in the Most High." And that's the elect at the end of the day, man. That's what the righteous gonna be doing. Okay, those that have shed that black culture off and tossed it to the side, man. You know, that's the mentality of the elect. But the rest that we was reading about before that with darkness, man, that applies with our own people to the T, because they've made that contract with this devil, man. Hey, the scripture saying Job 9:24, the earth is given unto the hands of the wicked. All right, he covered the faces of the judges thereof. And he made up the point going into how Jake would rather choose Caesar back then. You know, well, they still do the same thing today, and that's that darkness. That's just written in John 8:44. They are literally of their father, the devil. Everything that he pushes, all of his influence that he pushes, man, Jake is tied to it. And what Jake does with that influence is they multiply it, man. As soon as they touch it, they multiply it even more. And that's what Esau wants, because he knows who we are. And he knows everything that we touch, we literally, what's the word I'm looking for? Pretty much, we take it and go, you know? But that was it on that precept, though.
I got one for you. It's Jeremiah 17:5. It said, "Thus said the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, cursed be the man that trusteth in man and make flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai." And that's a majority of our people, man. They trust in man. You know, they trust in their leaders, their Esau, their oppressor gave them, or they trust directly in these Edomites in this system, man. You know, Jake trusting the next stimulus check, man. Jake trusting, all right, these different welfare benefits, man. You see, Jake trusting unemployment, man. You had niggas while I worked at, them niggas quit just to try to get unemployment. You know, showing you what Jake mind at, man. Jake, you can't pull Jake off Esau titty, man. You know, that's why all his trust that, man. He depend on Esau for his spiritual nourishment, his physical nourishment, his mental nourishment. You know, but the Esau finna do a complete 180 on you niggas, man. You know, and keep going. Verse 6, it said, "For he shall be like the heath in the desert, and shall not see when good cometh." Yeah, and you go to that word heath. I'm gonna get that word heath in the Hebrew.
Okay.
I think it's Araya. All right, and it says script and destitute, man. You niggas finna lose everything, man. You know, you nigga women, you finna lose everything, man. Esau finna completely cut you off, man. You know, he finna, especially when he cut down the food supply chain, and when they start rationing food, them food trucks ain't coming to you niggas, man.
Right.
You know, when they have to send out food, it's not coming to you niggas, man. You know, you gonna be destitute, man. Esau want to see you pine away, and Jake setting this up for that, man. And it's gonna bring what? Lamentation, mourning, and woe, man.
Jake, get back into a corner. Jake gonna get that iron.
Yep.
You know, when Jake get that iron, he don't know how to live off the land. So what you think he gonna do with that iron? He gonna take anything he could get, anything to survive.
Yeah. Hey, a family of 5 gonna quickly turn to a family of 2, man. You know.
Yep.
Hey, your children crying for days, man. You know, and then, you know, Jake still live around their mamas and 18s and grandma, seeing them pine away, man. You know, hey, Jake finna be lamenting, man, mourning, man, screaming out, crying, man. That's the time the Lord finna break the earth down, man. The pride that the Lord say gonna cease, man. He gonna do it with lamentation, mourning, and woe, man. You know.
You know something here, Big Mama with Jake. Jake lash out like Gohan.
Yeah.
Rage out like Gohan, for real.
Yeah, Jake go ballistic, man. You know, but you niggas ain't gonna have no power, man. You see? And it says, I started at 6 again. Jeremiah 17:6, it said, for he shall be like the heath in the desert and shall not see when good cometh, because Jake not going to see the blessings, you know, and the intervention of the Lord, man. See, the Lord finna do miracles. He finna do good to his elect, man. The true believer. All right, Jake not finna see that, man. Jake finna miss out, man. You know, because you had your head up Esau ass, man. You know, you trying to be black. You know, so you finna miss the blessing that's coming upon the elect of Israel, man. And it says, but shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness. Going to what, man? Jake gonna have a scarcity of resources, man. Because you think of a desert, it's scarce. It's a scarce land. You see?
Parched.
Yeah, parched, man. Jake's gonna be in a destitute situation. It's gonna be parched of resources, man. Because you know, 2 or 3 days where Jake ain't made no groceries or can't go get no food from a restaurant, shit, a lot of Jake's refrigerator gonna be empty by the 2-3 days. You know, Jake ain't got no surplus like that, man. Jake gonna be destitute.
Don't even like to eat leftovers.
Yeah, you know, and it says, and in a salt land and not inhabited, man. You know, so the Lord finna have you niggas in the destitute case, man. You know, you got it, bro.
Kind of a lot of Jake's fridges is empty right now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They ain't even got bad yet, man. You
Yeah.
know, every time I get to work, I don't get home from work till almost 1 o'clock in the morning, and I stay off the strip. That's got like little restaurants and stuff, fast food places, bro. When I kid you not, man. It's this place called Whataburger down here in Texas, bro. That line damn near be wrapped around at 1 in the morning, bro. And it's majority Jake, because that's who I stay around, bro. And it's just like, bro, like, damn, dog, this late, this consistent, you know. But it just made me think about that when you said that. You know, but I got a precept, and this is in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 11. It says, had the nation changed their gods, which are, Salakia, had the nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods? And that's Jake. All right, Jake want to worship everything under the sun because, again, as we're going into, they made that contract with death. So these different gods that are advertised, Egyptology, all right, even when you go into these holidays that are celebrated, Christmas, they're getting ready to celebrate 4th of July, not even knowing that actually goes to another god. They're getting ready to offer up burnt flesh to their god. All right. And the Lord is like, man, what you niggas doing, man? All right. The thing about it is he had gave us law, statutes, commandments. Like the God that we serve is the true living God, man. But Jake don't want to hear it. Jake is more tied to death. The gods that don't live, even they look at themselves as being a god. That's why it says in 2 Timothy chapter 3, all right, it says in the latter days, perilous times shall come when men shall be lovers of themselves. All right, they go to seek after the wrong things, but the true God is right here, and his voice is being declared. Okay, but it says, but my people have changed their glory for that which doeth not profit. Being astonished, O ye heavens, at this. I'm sorry, it says, be astonished, O ye heavens, at this, and be horribly afraid. Be ye very desolate, saith the Lord. And that's those parched places that you're talking about, man. All right. Our people are going to be led into desolation, famine. The scriptures talk about 4 sore judgments that come to a land, all right, that trespasses grievously against the Lord. And one of those 4 judgments is famine. All right, going into that parchment that the brother was going into, the sword, all right, noisome beast, and the pestilence. And these are all things that are coming to a theater near you Israelites that don't want to repent. Okay. Verse 13 says, for my people have committed 2 evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living water, and hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? All right.
It says, you know, our people have did 2 evils. They forsaken the Lord, Yahweh by Shema Shai, the living waters, because what in the desert, Yahweh Shai made a river come from a rock, man. You know,
that's right.
Symbolic of Yahweh Shai. You see?
Hey, I'll be right back, bro. Salak, I'll be right back. 2 seconds.
Yeah. So the Lord, you know, he supplied water to our nation in the midst of the desert, man. You know, he sustained us through those times in the desert, man. You see, but our people, they forsook it, and they went and got some cisterns. It's like having a cup with holes in the bottom, man. So now you pouring water and you got a journey in the desert. You know, you get down in the middle of the desert, you out of water, man. Now you just out there, man. And that's why people at right now, they just out there, man. 2020, nigga still a Christian. 2020, nigga talking about he an atheist, man. 2020, niggas still talking about voting. Still talking about another Black Wall Street, man. See, you just out there, man, in the middle of the desert with nothing, man.
The same 2/3 all over again. Yep. After they just saw what happened when we got delivered out of Egypt. Yep. They saw the miracles and stuff.
Yep.
And they went right back to being niggas.
Yep. The Lord got Jake just out there, man, because our people have forsaken our power, man, and they refused to repent because we was all brought up in the way of darkness, man. You know, but guess what, man? We got brought into this marvelous light through the hearing of the gospel, man. You know, but our people refuse the gospel, you know, and they want to do things their way, man, and it's gonna lead to mourning, lamentations, and woe, man. You know, matter of fact, let me get that, man. You know, cause Jake gonna wanna cry out pretty soon, man. You know, the Lord gonna make you niggas cry out, man. But he gonna reject you niggas, man. And this is why. Let me get that. I think it's Zechariah 7, and this is Zechariah 7 and 11, and it says, "But they refused to hearken and pulled away the shoulder and stopped their ears that they should not hear. Yeah, they made their hearts as an adamant stone, which is their mind." All right, and it said, "At least they should hear the law and the words which the Lord Yahweh Shah of hosts have sent in His spirit by the former prophets. Therefore came a great wrath from the Lord Yahweh Shah of hosts." Man, you see. So just like you said earlier, they refused the prophets, priests. You know, they came in the spirit of Yahweh Shah, and that's why wrath is being kindled on you niggas, man. And the Lord got Esau rocking you niggas to sleep, man. You know, with the so-called reopening, you know, he made you niggas locked down. You was scared, you nervous, you know. Then he reopened it like everything all good. The Lord got Esau rocking you niggas to sleep because the Lord want to catch you. The Lord finna sneak you niggas, man. Like Jake, like you say, man. The Lord finna sneak you niggas with Jacob trouble, man. You know, and you not gonna recover, man. You know, this and this the point, verse 13. Therefore it came to pass that as he cried, they would not hear. So they cried, and I would not hear, said the Lord of hosts, man. You know? So Jay gonna holler out, you know, they gonna holler out to the Lord, but he's not gonna hear, man. You gonna have to deal with Esau, man. This your boy, this your man's, ain't it?
Yeah, you chose him.
Yeah.
So go ahead down with him.
These your people, ain't it? You know?
No, they go, no, man, I was just chilling with him, but that wasn't my dog. Nah. It was about you took the bone that Esau gave you.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right, bro. It was a particular scripture that I was trying to find. Where's that in Proverbs where it says even their prayers an abomination?
Let me find it. I'm probably trying to find it. I'll pull up a few precepts on the comment board.
Okay. Con. And there was one, I believe I got one in John that pretty much says the same thing.
This is from the kingdom within. It said, "Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness," man. You see, and our people think Esau's wickedness had faded away, you know, but no. Esau he's always plotting and scheming, man.
You don't get tired.
Yeah, he don't get tired, man. He got billions of dollars invested in your oppression, man. You know, in your destruction, you know. And when you think Esau done fell back, nah, he just up to something, man. When it seems like it's too good to be true, you know this nigga up to something, man. You had niggas looting, just walking in and out of Walmart, just able to get what they wanted. Man, you know it got to be something up to that, man. Esau doing some type of wickedness, man. And our people finna feel Esau in a major way, man. The Lord gonna let Esau put it on Jake's ass, man. You know? Jake, you found it, bro?
I got another precept just going into what you said about the wicked and how even when they do something, it's an agenda behind it.
You got
this is Sirach chapter 12, verse 16. It says, "An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit."
Yeah, throw you into a pit. You go back into a pit, you know, and going into a system, man. You see?
Mm-hmm.
So he speaks sweet, you know, like he here to say today, but really Esau trying to put more oppression on you, man. All right? Because he take away all your privacy, like Elder Yashua say, man, this nigga want to put your thoughts on the grid, man. You can't even private thought to yourself, man. You know? He'll put you niggas in the pit, man. You got it, bro.
Come. It says he will weep with his eyes, but if he findeth opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood.
Esau gonna shoot that shot. You know, Esau come off their screen, ain't no hesitation. Esau pulling up, man.
He gonna pull up.
Yeah, he gonna take that shot at you.
He ain't gonna do a legal block.
Yeah,
legal block.
Yeah. What they call it, moving screen. You know?
That's right.
Hey, Esau gonna every opportunity he get, he gonna be on you niggas, man. You look in the history, every opportunity he got, he was always trying to destroy us off the face of the earth, man. Look during time or just make our lives a living hell, man. During the time of Moses, you know, the King's Highway, how they came out of Israel. All right, during the time of Haman, during the Medo-Persian Empire, you know,
70
AD, when the Babylonians took us down, you know, even during the time when you read Kings, you know, let's say like Syria will be, you know, invade the northern kingdom or the southern kingdom be into another nation. Esau was always on the scene, you know, trying to get that kick in, man. You know, when Jake was down, Esau always tried to come get his kick in, man. You know,
like Red on Friday.
Yeah,
the Devo got knocked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, that's Esau. Esau got to come kick you when you down and have no shame.
And the Bible got the history on this. He never let you niggas make it, man. You know, but Jake, yeah,
that's unheard of.
Yeah,
but they do that.
Yeah, and now you niggas are completely dependent on him. You own his grid. You know, you come to him for the want of all things, and you don't think he gonna use that against you, man? You know,
that's right. That's right. What is that, Salaki?
I found that brother posted that precept you wanted, bro.
Okay, Khan. The Proverbs 28.
Yeah, Khan.
Okay, Khan. That's a bet.
Khan, I'll read it for you. This is
for sure.
Kingdom is within. It said, "He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be abomination."
Yeah, man. It just goes into what you had said earlier. The Lord ain't gonna hear you, Jakes, when all hell break loose, man. All right, you wanted to trust Esau in all of his ways, knowing damn well his history, man. All right, and literally, I mean, the history's vast. You know, the brothers just went through a rundown of all this history, but even when you go 60, 50, 70 years ago, man, this nigga was out to get you. Jake forgot about him until, you know, Jake still marched for justice. Esau putting boots on your neck, bro. It's like, come on, bro. You know, the Lord is clearly showing you that this man is your enemy, man. Clearly showing you. Okay, that's why when he brings down wrath, well, all of a sudden you want to cry out God, he ain't gonna hear you. You know? And every time when Esau came and destroyed our people back then, like around the time of Antiochus. Okay, now of course we had the Maccabees, they had fought, but you had certain Jake that ended up falling and everything, man. All right, a lot of Jake actually got frail and weak back then, eating that pork. You know, a lot of Jake will be quick to run to this system when all hell breaks loose. And when you're in a dire state, when you call unto the Lord, he's going to reject your prayers. He's already rejecting a lot of you niggas' prayers right now. A lot of niggas say a prayer with ham in their mouth, man. You know, they'll say a prayer unto the Lord to do something and then go right afterward to their fridge and pick up that ham dinner, man. Get them chitlins out the fridge. You know, that was it on that precept. It was just when you had made that statement, it made me think about that precept. You know, the Lord ain't going to hear you when that time comes, man. The Lord ain't gonna hear you. And that goes for a lot of you Jakes as well that love to say, pray for me, pray for this person. When they do wickedness, they be like, all you gotta do is pray for them. No, man. The scriptures say opposite. The scriptures say don't pray for them. They settled in their ways already. The one thing about Jake, out of many things, is Jake is most definitely settled in their nasty, filthy ways. They don't plan on turning back. They don't plan on repenting at all. You know? That's why the 1/3 and there's a 2/3. You got it.
I was just gonna say, then the nigga woman, you know, still in her pride, you know, still thinking that she's untouchable, man. Hey, the Lord finna reach out and touch all this pride that's in the earth, man. You know, you saw Edom finna get it, man, from the elite bankers, all right, all the way down to Javante and Tanisha, man. You know, the Lord finna touch all that pride that's in the earth, man. You know, and it's rightfully so, man. All we doing is waiting it out, man. We already know how that's finna play out, man. We know this devil finna come with some major wickedness in the earth, man. And he's setting, all right, the masses up for failure, man. You know? So at the end of the day, we know the lamentation, mourning, woe has to come, man. That's part of the story, man. It's written. You know? I got one for you, bro.
Come.
This is Ezekiel 73. It said now.
Salakia.
You got it. It said Ezekiel 73. It said, now is the end come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways, and recompense upon thee all thine abominations, man.
Hey, he says he will judge thee according to your ways, man. According to your ways. A lot of Jake will be quick to discredit the scriptures because of slavery. And they'll say, why did the Most High, if God is so just, why were we in slavery? But they don't understand it's according to your ways. It's according to your doings, man. You know? And the thing about it is, if you was to actually be quiet and listen for a minute and listen to what the prophets have to say, you'll understand, like, oh, wow, that makes sense. You know? But you close your ears to hearing it, man. So when the Lord kills you, he's going to be justified. When you call it out to him and he don't answer, he's going to be justified why he doesn't answer. This is all according to you niggas' ways.
Yeah.
You got it.
And then and like Eliyahu woman say, all these niggas movements never address, you know, the problem amongst our people, man. You see self-accountability, man. You know, the women, you know, saying, you know, the nigga ain't shit, you know, Jake saying the woman ain't shit, you know, but really both of you trash, man. You know, together, man. There's no self-accountability, man. You know, and then the Lord said he gonna recompense according to thy ways, and our people, they refuse Yahushua, which through his blood, you know, our sins are covered, man. But if you don't have Yahushua, you're gonna have to hold up for every time you celebrate Easter, every time you celebrate Christmas, every hairline you done got, you know, all the shrimp that you done ate, you finna have to hold up for all that, man. You know, worshiping these pagan guys, man, worshiping yourself, you know.
And plus what you did in your past life.
What you did in your past lives, man. You know, if you take Yahushua out the equation, which majority of our people have, you know, because they'll believe any doctrine except the gospel, and they'll follow any leader except Yahushua, man. You see? So you're going to have to hold up for all those things in this lifetime and the times before, you know. But like the lesson Eliyahu woman did, you know, this is what these niggas asked for, man. They wanted the blood of Yahushua to be upon them and their children, man, which is their blood of guilt, all right, for killing a just man. You see? So, cause what do Jake say today? You know, oh, they killed him and he wasn't doing nothing.
Right.
You know, they keep saying, oh, they killed him and he didn't have a gun. They killed the unarmed black man. Well, you killed the innocent man. You know, you delivered the house shout to the Romans, man. You killed the man that was unarmed.
Right.
You know,
and Jake do the same thing today. It's like with the snitching thing. It ain't that snitching is fucked up. With snitching is we don't have no power structure. So we gotta go to our enemy to tell on our people. That's what's fucked up about snitching in this lifetime. But like I said, you went to the Romans and the man he must do nothing. Just because what, you probably hurt your feelings. He was keeping it real to real. That's why you had to get him out there. Because he brought light on the darkness that was going on in Israel.
That's right. Come.
I'm going to read it down. This is Ezekiel 7:4. And my eyes shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thine abomination shall be in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am the Lord, Yahweh Bashem al-Shai. So the Lord not going to have pity, man. The Lord said he's not even going to have pity when he bring his judgment, man. That's why he said he's not going to care about old, young, children, pregnant women, you know. He's not going to care, man. He's just going to allow judgment to go forth in whatever form that it comes in, man. You know? And it's going to be some horrific judgment out here. It's going to be some horrific deaths, man. It's going to be some torturous deaths, man. You know?
That's right. That's right, bro. Hey, if I may, just to bring up just to add to you real quick. Hey, these are the same children that killed Yahushua, man. You know, these are the same children of them that said, crucify him, let his blood be upon us and our children. You know, these are the children of them that freed Barabbas, as you had explained earlier, man. So all this stuff is written. When the Lord, while we're going into what the Lord's going to bring these judgments unto them and when they deserve it, you know, their works are already written. It's already done, man. So the Lord is getting ready to execute for all the wickedness that they've done, because everything they've done has already been etched in stone. You got it, brother.
In verse 5, it said, thus said the Lord, power and evil, and only evil, behold, this come, man. You know, so evil and only evil is come. Right. You know, you niggas is finna get nothing but bad news from here on out, man.
That's right.
Bad news,
hey, you finna get some horrible news, man. You know, from here on out, man. The Lord finna have you niggas in a constant state of being disappointed, man.
Right.
And I just seen them niggas when the NBA will counsel at work, man. Jake disappointed, man. You know, but it's gonna be worse news than that, man. Wait till the internet is canceled, man.
Yeah.
Wait till the food trucks is canceled, man. You know?
That's one war technique anyway, is to cut off all communication.
Yep.
That's one of the first things they do.
Yep. That's right.
Yeah.
I got something I want to bring out real quick. This is Jeremiah chapter 17. And I'm gonna start at verse 1. It says, the sin of Judah is written with a pen of iron, and with the point of a diamond, it is graven upon the table of their heart and upon the horns of your altars. Okay, so all the judgment that the Heavenly Father has stored for you Israelites, man, it's already written and it's etched. All right. The reason why we see Jake moving the way that they move, is because it's already written. Okay, like when you read this here, this really is going into those that had slain Yahushua. And that's why I made that point going into that. These are the children that we're talking about. And there's no remedy, no healing for the destruction that's going to come, because it's already written. It's already written with iron. And it says a point of a diamond. Now, right, and the diamond is unbreakable, man. That's etched up in that stone, man. Okay, that's why we see Jake moving the way that they're moving right now. Like how you read it, I believe it's in 1 Peter, the 2nd chapter, where it goes in Yahushua being a stone of stumbling and a rock of offense. And then it goes into Jake, all right, 2/3 going into how they were offended at him because they were appointed to be as such. You know, so the destruction for you, Jake, is inevitable, man. It's inevitable. You've done too much on the earth. You've sown too much. And as the brother had made the point earlier, there's no blood that can cleanse you from your doings, man, because it's already been etched in stone. Okay? And there's one more point to this precept. Wanted to find it real quick, but it's if I can't, it's all good. You know, matter of fact, you got it, brother. I was going to find this point real quick. If she had any points or precepts.
This is the last one I got, bro.
Okay.
It's Jeremiah 19:3, and it says, "And say, hear ye the word of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem al-Shai, O kings of Judah and inhabitants of Jerusalem. Thus said the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel, behold, I will bring evil upon this place, the which whosoever heareth, his ears shall tingle." You know? Lord say he gonna do something to Jake that when you talk about it, when you hear about it, it's gonna make your ears tingle, man. So and that was back then, man. So imagine what the Lord is finna do now, man. You know,
Right.
the Lord got points to prove, man. Like we talking about earlier, the Yahweh Shem Shai is the ultimate Israelite, man. He's the ultimate Judite. You know, and Jake got to prove something, man. When he go all out, you know
how Jacob been a talk about it. Like, man, I'm do this. Jacob been made himself mad.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I'm tired of talking. I'm about to show him. That's how the Most High like, man. I'm tired of talking.
That's when he gonna put the prophets up.
That's right.
When you put the prophets up, you can get ready, man. You know, hey, when the Lord put the prophets up, you people can get ready. That means he through talking, man.
That's right, brother.
You arguing back and forth with somebody. When you see that Jake get quiet and he ain't arguing no more,
you already know what time it is.
It's time to go down, man. He gonna get you right there, or he gonna fade away and come back.
But he already didn't have in his mind what he gonna do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He gonna take that belt from your ass. But yeah, I found this here in Jeremiah 17. This is Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 13. It says, "O Lord, the hope of Israel, all that forsake thee shall be ashamed, and they that depart from me shall be written in the earth." All right, like the elect, their names are written in heaven. Okay, but you got the wicked 2/3 whose names are going to be written within the earth, man. And the earth, again, is synonymous with that grave. All right, that covenant of death that they made, man. All right, and it's funny too, because you remember when Yahushua, when he was writing in the dirt, when those people came and tried to tell him about that that girl that was a harlot, when he was writing in the earth, and everyone that walked up and seen what he was writing, they walked off one by one. Okay, and these are their children that we're talking about, man. So that still stands. Okay, so these people that hear this word that see that judgment in their ears tinkle, man, it's rightfully so. You are destined to be a wicked Negro, man, a wicked Latino, and a wicked Native American. All right, that judgment, that lamentation, that mourning and woe is literally set to fall upon you Israelites, 2/3, and the rest of you heathen, because, namely the Israelites, because they refuse to hear this word, man. Okay, and they're the same ones that rejected Yahushua, the same ones that crucified Yahushua, and how they're doing it right now is scoffing against this man, coming against the truth, denouncing the scriptures, going toward their wickedness, having comfort in their wickedness. There's no covering for that, man. Okay, you ain't gonna have no name written in heaven. Your name is written upon the earth. It says, because they have forsaken the Lord, the fountain of living waters. And that's the same thing that was read earlier in Jeremiah, the 2nd chapter, going into Israel being a homeborn slave. Jake trusts oppression, and they're going to end up dying trusting their oppression. Jake trusts in Egypt, and they're going to die having their trust in Egypt because they had a trust in the Lord. Okay, that was it on that precept, bro.
Come. Yeah, that's all I had, bro. You had something else? Okay, come. Well, yeah, you can close this out, bro.
Okay, come. That's a bet. Hey, well, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. We want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing and many salutations to you, like Akim, across the four winds of this earth, pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.